G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Today I'm doing a review on the Olight Warrior 3S. The S stands for sensor and sensor is proximity sensor. Let's check it out. All right, so checking out the box, 300 meters of throw, 2,300 lumens. As I said, it does have a proximity sensor. I'll show you how that works soon. On the back, you've just got your specifications, package contents, all the good stuff. Now, inside, we have a holster and we have a box of goodies. So, in the box of goodies, you will have your user manual. You will have your charger. So, charger plugs into an adapter into the wall, slaps on the back of that. It is a magnetic charger. This little LED here will go red when it's charging, and then it'll shine bright green when fully charged. You cannot miss it. The battery that it's charging is an Olight proprietary battery, 21700 5000 milliamp, 3.6 volt battery. And the battery slots in to this tubing. Now there is the contact there. As you can see those, let's just lessen that. See those little negative signs there? That is to say that it goes negative side towards the tail. So, and I'll just show you down there, you do have a spring down at the head. So pop that in, screw it up, and we're good to go. But before I do that, I will just show you the user manual. So Olight's got some pretty good information in their user manuals. You've got your outputs and run times over here to the left. It does say that it's a 1.5 meter drop resistance and it's IPX8, meaning that it is 2 meters water submersible. And it'll just tell you about how to install the battery, which is basically what I just showed you. Green and red saying fully charged or charging. I will talk about the side switch. Doesn't tell you what LED emitter is being used. To me, that's a little bit annoying. I like to know what emitter is being used, but that's okay. And it's just gonna give your battery level indicator options, which I will tell you as well anyway. Now, here's the holster. It's a clip holster, so push the clip in and it opens up. And the light would go in either way, lens up or lens down. And then you can clip it up, good to go. Now, we do have a plastic clip here to notch it onto a bag or something. We do have a buckle as well as a belt loop. So love the double loop system here. If one of them fails, you've got the other one. So very, very big fan of the old double loop system I am. Apart from that, feels relatively well made. Don't think I can fault it really as far as holsters go. I don't use holsters, not a holster guy, but if I was going to holster this light onto my belt, this one would do the trick and I would have no issues with it. All right, so let's just zoom in a little bit. Now, up close, we do see that we have a total internal style of lens down there. So that is what's gonna give that, just do it here. Oh, there's the proximity sensor at work. That's what's gonna give that kind of hotspot there. So if I just zoom out again, and that gives a very large hotspot with peripheral light as opposed to hotspot and spill type of beam pattern. Now, just while I'm on that, click it, and it's going to tell you what output you're in, the lowest output, but it's also going to give you a battery level indicator on the right there. So each of these little LEDs stands for 25% of your battery, okay? Now, there is the proximity sensor down there, right there is the proximity sensor. So what that means is if this is on high or turbo, so let's get it to high. See, the third one is high, and I go too close with the proximity sensor, it activates. And then when I move away, it deactivates. But watch what I can do. So I'm gonna get on turbo, activate, 1, 2. I can deactivate the proximity sensor just by double clicking the switch whilst the proximity sensor has been activated. As soon as I turn the light off and then back on, it's going to activate it again. So I just have to do the same thing again. Now we do have a reasonably relaxed crenulated bezel. It is a little bit crenulated, a little bit bumpy, but it's not the like the M2, the old M2Rs. They had a very, very sharp bezel. It's not that. Now, taking a look at the pocket clip, I love this pocket clip. It's a two-way pocket clip, so you can lens down or lens up in this format or situation or position, but you can also notch it to your hat. Very, very, very heavy light to notch onto your hat. I probably wouldn't recommend it, but the option is there, especially if you tighten the back of your hat or something, then you will be able to do it in an emergency. It's not going to be too comfortable, but you will be able to do it. But one thing about this light I simply love is that you can pop the pocket clip off, turn it around, and pop it on there, and check that out. You have a deep carry pocket clip now. Look at that, all the way up there like that. That is a proper deep carry pocket clip. So I like it like this. I also like it like this because when I'm holding the light as such, my pointer finger rests just after where the pocket clip ends. Thumb falls naturally on the side switch, and yeah, you're just good to go. Now, the weight of the Olight Warrior 3S with the 21700 and the pocket clip both installed or included is 173.27 grams. The total length of the light is 138.72 millimeters. The width of the tail is 26.65 millimeters. The body tapers in at 24.91 millimeters and the head 26.67 millimeters. Now, the UI of this light is very simple and typical Olight, very, very user-friendly. So from off, if I press and hold, we get into our moonlight mode, which is 1 lumen, and Olight says that will last for 55 days. Press and hold, that is 15 lumens, which Olight says you'll get for 130 hours. Bit of a weird tint, not too much of a fan of that tint, but it's light all the same. Press and hold is medium. Now, medium is 200 lumens, which you'll get for 13 hours. Press and hold again is high. High is 800 lumens. You'll get that for 166 minutes. Then it'll drop down to 250 lumens for an additional 39 minutes. Now, press and hold, that's back to low. So, cycling is low, medium, and high, and that's the same as memory mode. Memory mode will remember low, medium, and high. If I put it into moonlight mode and turn it off and then back on, it also remembers moonlight mode. But if I want to get to turbo from on or off with the side switch, just double click. Turbo is 2,300 lumens, which I'll get for 2.5 minutes. Then it will drop down to 800 lumens for 160 minutes and then 250 lumens for 39 minutes. On turbo mode, in the 2,300 lumen output, you will get 23,000 candela for a max distance of 300 meters. I'd probably use this up to about 100 or even 80 meters, not 300, but I'm sure the last bit of lux gets to 300 meters, which is how Olight measured that. Now, strobe, 1, 2, 3, that is disgusting. 2,300 lumens of absolute disorientating light. But the tail cap, so the tail switch is very cool. Half press gets you to your medium mode of 200 lumens. And then a full press in gets you to your turbo mode. So you've always got access to your turbo mode no matter where you are. Now, you can also momentary. So momentary, you just hold it in and then let go. Momentary, hold it in and then let go. But this light also has a tactical mode. So nothing will change with the side switch, but with the tail switch, you can actually activate tactical mode. All you do is press and hold, and click. Now, what happened there was now I have only momentary options. I do not have constant on options. But what my options are in the tactical mode are a half press momentary gets me to turbo. A full press will get me to strobe. But it's both momentary. You have to hold the switch in for it to last. If you don't, it will just turn off, okay? Now, to reverse that, press and hold, click. And make sure that the proximity sensor is not being activated when you do that or it won't work. So if you notice, I had to go pretty high up in order to do it. All right, let's do a bit of a heat test, see how hot this thing gets on turbo. So there we are, and let's go for 2 minutes. All right, 54 degrees Celsius, and yeah, it's pretty hot, man. That's not enjoyable to hold around where the side switch is at all. So I'll just back it off there. You still can, and I'm in a warm room, so, you know, outside on a cold night, it probably won't be as bad, but that did get quite toasty. All right, so just having a look at the beam pattern there, the total internal is going to give you this quite distinct hotspot, and then what will happen is you will get peripheral light around that, which you will see in the night shots. It actually does really well at night. It's got a lot of light coming out of it. All right, speaking of night shots, let's head over there. Let's see how this thing does, and then we will come back for some final thoughts, prices, and where to buy the Olight Warrior 3S. Spoiler alert, Olight's having a sale. Go pick one up. See ya. All right, that is the entire power of our Olight Warrior 3S. I've tried to step it out to 20 meters away from that fence line there. And I am 16 meters away from that tree bush. But look at that hotspot. Sensational. Oh, and we've got a step down. I did use this thing to walk over to the park. Didn't use it for very long though. But this is good because now we can see how useful this is during the step down. And the step down is still quite decent, I must say. So what I'll do is I'll cycle it down. So let's go the lowest output. So that's moonlight mode there. Moonlight mode's just tying the old shoes, checking for your keys, press and hold, step up, start to get a little bit of the peripheral light around the hotspot, see that? Step up again. Oh yeah, now we've got, you know, hotspot and flood basically, beautiful. And look where the light comes to. My feet are here and I hold it out in front of me, the light comes down basically directly underneath where I'm holding the light. Step up again, and now from here, 1, 2, bang, look at that. So it's good. It's got some friggin' light to it. Fantastic. Uh-oh, someone's having a bad night. If you guys heard that, I don't know if you did. All right, and just quickly, wow, that is powerful. All right, there it is, the Olight Warrior 3S in all its glory. See ya. Alrighty, so this is not a light that most of us don't know. It's no surprise that it did really, really well in the night shots. You got a 2.5 minute burst on turbo before it drops down. Does make a significant drop after that, but as we saw in the night shots, it's good to see that it's still useful even after it drops down to 800 lumens. Now, a couple of things I really like about this light. Love the side switch. Fantastic side switch. Love the fact that you can reverse the pocket clip to have a lens down very deep carry light. That's fantastic. Love it. Friggin' genius. Apart from that, I'm glad they kind of lessened the aggressive strike bezel to something more of just a bit more relaxed than the previous M2Rs. But look, this is on sale right now at Olight. So I will link it in the description. If you're interested in a tried and true tactical / everyday light, then give the Olight Warrior 3S a shot. Thanks very much for watching, and until next time, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.